Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Red, White, and the Blues podcast. I'm once again flying solo tonight. Uh, 3 episodes this week, 3 solo missions. Don't like it. Um, really weird, really awkward. You know, whatever. But yeah, this will be the official Copa America predictions episode, though, where I do not deep dive into the Copa America. I just simply give you my predictions that will probably ultimately be wrong, much like my Euros predictions. If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. It is on our YouTube channel exclusively at Red, White, and Blues FC. Right down there at the bottom. Go give it a listen. Whenever, you know, put in the comments who you think's going to win the Euros. Still, if you missed it, I'm not going to spoil who I picked, but you can go listen to the video and find out. But yeah, Copa America, a lot shorter tournament. Going to be a lot more violent tournament, though, I'm sure, than the Euros. Euros is a lot more exciting, a lot better football probably played, actual football at the Euros. But the one thing Copa America has over the Euros is it will be violent, people. You can count on that. There will be red cards. There will be yellow cards. There will be things that should have been red cards that will not be called. Because if they put any CONCACAF refs anywhere near this tournament, which I'm sure there will be, it will be terrible officiating. We can count on that. South American officials, CONCACAF officials, just let the boys play, and it is a bloodbath a lot of times, and it is a lot of fun to watch. Mainly because of that. But yeah, we will be back. We, Jason, and myself will be back on Monday with a brand new episode of the Red, White, and the Blues podcast. It will be buy, sell, loan episode coming at you on Monday. So y'all set your timers for that, set your notifications for that. Click the little bell down below so that you can get notified when Jason and myself return together, which I am eagerly anticipating and waiting for because this is getting awkward. Don't like doing this by myself. But yeah, anyway, that's enough of that. This is probably a lot shorter video than the Euro video because, like I said last night, Copa America, a lot shorter tournament. There's no round of 16. There's only 4 groups. I suppose I think Euros have 6 groups. Copa America only has 4 groups. And we're going to go through these groups. I'm going to tell you who's going to win. And then I'm going to tell you who's going to win the tournament. I'm sporting my old school Bomb Pop US jersey with the incredibly terrible patch. Don't really know, whatever, terrible patch. Love the jersey. One of my favorite American jerseys, next to the denim blue jean jersey from, I think it was the 2000 World Cup, maybe. But yeah, that was a long freaking time ago. But anyway, enough with the intro, whatever the hell you want to call this thing. Let's just jump right in to our Copa America predictions right now. Here we go. Group A consists of Peru, Canada, Argentina, and Chile. So I think this group pretty easily will be won by Argentina. Shouldn't really be any debate about this. There will be a recurring theme throughout these groups that maybe you'll pick up on, maybe you won't pick up on, but I have personal beef with this. So anyway, Argentina definitely going to win this group easily. They might come out with 9 points. Really think the only team that can possibly give them a decent matchup is Chile. World Cup winners. They still have Messi. Still one of the GOATs. There's 2 playing. It's debatable. That's a podcast in of itself. But Argentina will win the group. I think Chile does finish second in this group, which shouldn't surprise a lot of people. I think Chile usually has a pretty decent team. Should finish second in this group, followed by Peru and Canada under the newly appointed Jesse Marsch, who is a piece of shit and a terrible manager and a terrible coach and a just terrible. Yeah, I just don't like Jesse Marsch. Sorry. Didn't like him at Leeds. I think he's an overrated manager. Whatever. It is what it is. I have Canada finishing fourth strictly because of Jesse Marsch. Exact opposite of Nagelsmann, who can lead his team to the Euro Championships. Marsch is going to lead Canada to fourth place finish. They will get no points, and he will inevitably be fired. At least that is my hope. Not a prediction. That's a hope. So we have Argentina winning the Group A. Chile will be second. Group B, Ecuador, Venezuela, Mexico, and Jamaica. And this is the group I just went haywire in. And once again, I fully admit personal bias in these picks for this group. So we'll start off with the third place team. I think will be Venezuela. Decent football country, whatever. First place, I believe, will be Ecuador. I think Ecuador wins this group. Don't know how convincingly they win the group. Could definitely see it in a tie and going down to goal differential, but I definitely think Ecuador wins this group for sure. Followed by surprising pick, not Mexico, Jamaica. Jamaica will be number 2. I picked Jamaica strictly so I didn't have to put Mexico at number 2. So yeah, they will probably, in all actuality, be flip-flopped. But I'm putting Mexico 4th in this group simply out of hate and spite for that douchebag of a country. Because, yeah, screw Mexico. I'm a U.S. fan. Screw them. Tired of playing away matches inside the United States. It's getting ridiculous. But anyway, Ecuador, I think, wins that group. Could see a tie. Like I said, Mexico will more than likely probably come out second, but I'm not picking them to finish second. So Ecuador wins the group with Jamaica in my predictions. Group C, we have Bolivia, the United States of America, my country, Panama, and Uruguay. I think it's another easy group. I have Bolivia and Panama finishing 3rd and 4th, respectively. Panama, we play them in CONCACAF all the time. They're not that great. Bolivia, another whatever team. Once again, that is now 3 CONCACAF teams that I have finishing 4th in the standings, simply because screw CONCACAF. They've screwed over the U.S. enough in the last few years, since their existence, and I hate CONCACAF. A bunch of corrupt bastards is what they are. But I do think Uruguay is uber talented and will probably get 9 points out of this group. Probably. Should at least, with the talent that they have on that team. So I definitely think that they will get 9 points. They will beat the U.S. They will beat Bolivia. They will beat Panama. U.S. maybe can pull a draw out. Don't have a lot of hope in that. But I do have the U.S. finishing second because I think they can pick up 6 points against Bolivia and Panama to advance. But then again, this is the Greg Berhalter-led United States team. We had a chance to get rid of that son of a bitch, and somehow the corrupt governing body that is U.S. soccer still picks this man to lead the team. He's out of contract. We don't have to fire him. We can go pick whatever the hell coach we want. Thank God we didn't pick Jesse Marsh. That's a plus. But we could have had, who knows what hell coach we could have had. But no, we wanted to go back with Berhalter, the MLS coach that brother is in the board, and that's why he got appointed in the first place, and blah, 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 blah. U.S. soccer is a corrupt organization, just like the rest of CONCACAF, and it is infuriating as a United States fan to see what is currently our golden generation squandered. It's sad, it's discouraging that we have all this talent on the pitch, and by golden generation, I don't mean like we should be winning the World Cup, or we should be winning even Copa America, but we should be a lot better than what we are, because we have a freaking MLS reject coach as our manager. And if you've ever tried to watch the MLS, it's boring as hell. So U.S. will still somehow, in spite of Berhalter, finish second in this group behind Uruguay. So that's about what I got in Group C. Group D, we have Costa Rica, Colombia, Paraguay, Brazil. This one, I think it should be straightforward, I say now. I don't put a lot of stock in the U.S.'s draw with Brazil. It's Brazil. Brazil will always be Brazil. They will always get there. They will always be something. They will always be there. They're talented. They're immensely talented. Team haven't won anything in a while. So there's that sort of going against them, but I still think they top the group. I'm gonna say 7 points. I think Colombia could possibly pull a draw out. But Brazil ended up going through on or topping the group with goal differential. But I guess easily see Colombia. Colombia, I think, is a sneaky team. Definitely some sneaky snakes at Colombia. Um, so yeah, I mean, hell, they battered the U.S. 5-1, and then Brazil drew 1-1. So logically, you should pick Colombia to win the group, but I still think Brazil's talent will win out. Probably be a draw. I think it's going to be a hell of a match though when those two play. It's going to be fun to watch. I am glad that most of these matches will be at night, and I will not have to watch them while working. So that's going to be a plus over the Euros. But second, I have Colombia, of course, finishing second in this group. I think that's a given. They should have an easy 6 points. Brazil should have an easy 6 points. Whoever wins that match, or if they draw, whoever scores more goals and doesn't concede, will end up winning this group. So that's sort of how I see that shaking out. And that could have a huge impact on the way this draw takes place, because if Brazil comes in second, it is what it is. But besides the point. So Costa Rica finishes third, Paraguay finishes fourth. So round of 16, I have Argentina, Jamaica playing each other. And I think that's an easy pick there, even though this could possibly be Mexico. And if it is Mexico, I still rate Argentina to beat Mexico. And I pray that they beat those dirty Mexican bastards. Because, yeah, I'm a U.S. fan. Just say it. Nothing against Mexican people. Love Mexican people. Love Mexican food. I just got to be, against y'all because it's a tournament. But, whatever. So then I have Ecuador and Chile playing each other. And I have Ecuador going through on that one. I think Ecuador has a chance to cause some disruption in this tournament. I think they're going to give Argentina a hell of a match in the semifinals. And it's going to be fun to watch. Next quarterfinals match I have is Uruguay versus Colombia. I have Uruguay winning that one, although I could very well see Colombia winning it. But Uruguay, I think, just has the talent to be there. But I do think whoever wins this match could possibly go to the finals. It's a good chance of it. So just keep that in mind. Next, Brazil with the U.S. I think this time it'll be another bloodbath, and Brazil will not play around with us, and they will just put us out of our misery early and often. Probably a tune of like 5-1, 6-1, maybe even. I think Brazil just puts the U.S. out of their misery. They ain't going to play around once they make it to the quarterfinals. Not as opposed to a friendly where we drew 1-1 with them somehow. So I think Brazil will walk the U.S. in that. As much as it pains me to say that, as a United States fan, I have no faith in Berhalter to get tactics right against Brazil again, to make the right substitutions, to have the right starting 11 in there. I just don't have confidence in Berhalter in any shape or form, like just none. So there's that. It comes down to their players are just greater than our players already, and then Berhalter puts us behind the 8 ball with his ineptitude as a manager. So then I have Uruguay and Brazil playing. I think this will be an upset. Like I said, whoever comes out of the Uruguay-Colombia match, I think beats Brazil. Even if Colombia doesn't beat them the first time, I think Colombia would beat them the second time. And I think Uruguay will beat Brazil. I just think, I don't know why. Brazil's, granted, is not on as bad a run of form in tournaments as England is, but they have been Englanding it up lately. Just made that up that word off the top of my head. Whatever. So yeah, I think Uruguay will take that spot in the finals. And then you have Argentina and Ecuador. I think Argentina will cruise. I think Argentina has a very easy path to the finals, if you will, in this scenario. I think in any scenario, it doesn't matter how you do the brackets or how you break it down. I mean, Mexico will not give them a challenge. I don't think anybody is going to give them a challenge out of Group B. So yeah, I think Argentina and Uruguay will make it to the finals, and in true fashion, just like the World Cup, Argentina will win Copa America. I think they are the betting favorites to win, like by a long shot right now. I think they are more of a team. I think they have, they are probably talent wise, probably deeper than Brazil, which is saying a lot. Argentina just has ballers on that squad right now. They're in a, even with Messi leaving, they are still stacked. A lot of youngsters, mainly the number one youngster, the number one prodigy coming out of Argentina, of course, Enzo Fernandez, a Chelsea legend in the making. So he is back and healthy and playing like Enzo plays. So I think Argentina will cakewalk this tournament. Honestly, I really don't think they're good. They might have one, maybe two close matches, and the second one would be the finals. Just think Argentina is that much better than everybody else in this tournament, and yeah, that's what it comes down to in this thing. Because it's like I said, though, it's going to be brutal. It's going to, and it might come down to who has players suspended in the finals. If anybody has anybody suspended, that could play a huge impact into this, because we know that these refs are corrupt and almost positive is in Argentina this year anyway. So if it is, they're going to do, and this is probably Messi's last tournament. These officials will be, Argentina will get every call. They will get everything, every help that they need. Not that they really need any, it will be toward them. So I have Argentina on the tournament. Argentina and Brazil will be the final that I think everybody wants to see. Don't know if that's necessarily going to happen, but yeah, Viva Argentina for the Copa America title. That's all I got for this episode. But we are on the Instagram. We are on Twitter. We are on the YouTube at Red White Blues FC. If you're watching this on YouTube, get in the comments right now and tell me who is going to win Copa America this year. Will it be Argentina? Will it be Brazil? Give me your thoughts. Give me your opinions. Would love to correspond with you down there in the comments section. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel as well. This will be going up in podcast form too. So all our podcast listeners out there on Spotify and Apple, thank you. We appreciate you. We love you. And we'll be back to your regularly scheduled Chelsea programming on Monday night. And until then, we will catch you guys on the flip side.